From One Twins Way in Minneapolis, welcome inside Target Field. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the New York Mets taking on the Minnesota Twins. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done through sport. But for me, as a black player, when I think about Jackie Robinson and I think about the connection of such a great player and all of the adversity that he had to endure, baseball's hard enough just to play, but then everything sort of on the field, off the field, and how he persevered through that, so inspiring.
First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch, and on the hill in this one, Bailey Ober.
Well, this guy's coming off a season where fell short of 200 strikeouts, which is kind of the ultimate for pitchers to get to that level. And it just tells you how nasty his stuff is, but it also leaves a little bit on the table for him to come out this season and make sure that he gets over that number so that he can go into the offseason feeling like I'm in a pretty special group.
Lewis. He takes it on his own, and an easy out to start the game. Here's a Mets lineup now. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Starling Marte.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Jeffers snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Juan Soto.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. On to the bottom of the first. No score. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Sean Manaea.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub-350 ERA. And, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Willie Castro leading things off and takes a strike. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake. Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
That's inside. And that's ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The lefty fires. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Jose Miranda, the next Twin up to hit. And that one fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Manaea, in his 10th season, 33 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The 0-2. Stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ball 2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Check swing. Now to look down to first. And no swing, says James Kingsley. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball right side. And that one handled. And he can't come up with it.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
That one missed.
1 and 2.
The shortstop takes the ball. Miranda, the base runner at first with 1 out. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
2-2.
That's a ball. Hook him.
The other way. And there's a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
First and second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. Hard liner. Brings it in, and that is the inning. Twins strand a pair, scoreless after 1. Back at target field, down the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Ober back to work. High fly ball out towards left center. Larnach sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And here's the first baseman, Luis Torrens. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Lewis throws to first. Quick recovery from the misplay, pays off for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Jeffers went deep in his most recent game. Fouled off down the right side. Inside, no, just missed.
2-1.
That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Matt Wallner in the box now. No balls and a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
There's a swing and a drive. It bangs off the wall. And he's got a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Jeffers at third. Wallner stands at second. No outs. Got him! And that is a big first out.
Batting ninth, the left
Here's
fielder,
Trevor
Lorna.
This one lifted in the air, left field. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Base runner decided to test him, and it was a bad decision. Outstanding throw on a frozen rope at home. That'll end the inning with a bang.
Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And he hits a ground ball right side. Castro sends it to first. And a quick out, number 1. Jeff McNeil stands in.
The second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
McNeil launched a homer in his most recent game. Top of the third, no score. Next offering is fouled back. In the air to left center, Larnach sizing this one up, hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's Starling Marte.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Starling Marte.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Buxton makes the catch, and that is that. 9. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Second baseman, Willie Castro.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Two and oh.
Grounds one to short. Tosses to first. One up, one down. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And just foul. Shoots a line drive single into right center. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now Correa up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Lifted in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Now batting,
Here's
third
Royce
baseman,
Lewis.
Lewis.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. Here's Byron Buxton, manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That's it for Sean Manaea, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Paul
number
Blackburn.
42.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And the 1-0. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's too high. Bases loaded, one away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Marte going after it. Makes the grab, and that should get the job done as he tags from third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Squeezes it, and the inning is over. Left stranded, but they do push across one.
The shortstop.
Welcome back to the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day as we go to the top of the fourth. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Buxton moves under it. And out number one on the grab. Singy here on Jackie Robinson Day. What comes to mind?
Courage. I think about what Jackie Robinson had to endure to be a Major League Baseball player, what he had to deal with in society, but also what he had to deal with in his own clubhouses. To be able to go out there and do that day in and day out, man, that just speaks courage to me.
One gone, runner at first. Next to hit, Juan Soto. 0 for 1 with a fly. Lindor on the move.
No,
ball
that's
outside. And that's
safe.
a stolen base, not even close.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field and makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put, and there are 2 outs. And now it's Mark Vientos. Sliced hard but foul. Lindor at second with 2 down.
1-1.
On the ground to third. Lewis fires across the diamond, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Mets strand 1, still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Matt Wallmer. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Blackburn, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a four-seamer, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Bader, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Bader, guy who played his college ball at the University of Florida from the New York area, went to Horace Mann High School. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Marte makes the grab for the second out. Here's the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. And That first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone.
0-2.
Next one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
To the right side. The throw to first,
Yep,
and that ends the inning. Twins retired in short order. They lead it 1-0. Ready now for the
Leading off
5th
for the
inning.
Mets,
And now the first baseman, Luis Torrens. Ober back to work. And that's outside. Ball 1.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. It feels like it's been one first pitch out after another, and they've given up 8 outs on the first pitch alone.
So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Torrens gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one ripped into right. And this one could be extra bases. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. And a pretty good chance we can see a lead change here, or at least a tie ball game with both of those runs in scoring position.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Hit in the air, left field. Larnach should have this one. Brings it in. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. We're tied at 1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
McNeil.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. Fly to left his first time. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 1 away with a runner at third. This one in the air. Lewis moving under this one. Brings it in. 2 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Marte.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner from third in to score. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Big RBI for him right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
2 outs, runner on first. Now it's the shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna. Marte on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump. Next offering is fouled back. Man on second, 2 down. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball left side, and it's off the bag.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 2.
Runner, yes, yes.
Runner on the goal. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Two outs. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Next one just misses. It's 2-2. Acuna at second with 2 down. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Breaking ball misses down and away.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. That's outside, and it's 1-0. Soto swinging a drive deep right field. That's back there, and it's off the wall. One run across, headed for the plate, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back in Minnesota, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Willie Castro.
Well, these Twins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results. This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Nimmo has it sized up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Jose Miranda, the next Twin up to hit. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. And that is out of play. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Up next,
2 outs, base is empty. Here's
Let's
Carlos
stop.
Correa. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. In the air, right field. Soto gets under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. We're back, and they
Now
make a
pitching
change
for
to
the
start the
Twins.
6th. The new pitcher,
Number
Danny
42.
Coulombe.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Fought off foul. That's
One
way
ball, one
outside. And 1-1. And a curve misses outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
On the ground to third. Slings it across. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And here's the first
Now
baseman,
batting, the
Luis
first baseman,
Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball.
Some movement
One
in the
strike.
Twins bullpen. Yohan Duran getting loose out there. Sands getting cranked up as well. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Jeffers collects, fires to first, and it's in time for the third out. Back at target field. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him.
Now
just a simple ground ball the other way. They
Byron.
had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Buxton, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Lewis on at first, nobody out. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, they locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And hell, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Nimmo going back on it. Gone. That's worth the price of admission. It's 4-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Fouled off. He was late. And he beats it. He's safe. 1 down. And now Bader up to the plate. And that one fouled off. 0-1. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here comes the throw. So up next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach. First pitch just misses. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup. This is Willie Castro. Right through there for a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. Rip to third. Vientos whips it to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Yohan
Now
Duran.
pitching for
Just
the
trying to
Twins,
keep this one close here, and this
number
is where a
42.
bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Nimmo up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. And that one hammered. Wallner going back. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. McNeil now at the plate. Foul ball there. Little chopper rolls foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
The batter,
Starling Marte up to him.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sneaks through, base hit. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. It just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Here's the Mets leadoff man, Luis Angel Acuna. Now a screamer into the outfield. Larner right there to make the grab. And there's 2 away. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Designated hitter, Francisco Lindor.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Third out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 5-3. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now at the plate.
The first baseman.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, A.J. Minter.
Well, the best
Now
relievers love the
New York.
opportunity to come in and protect
Number
the tight
42.
lead late in the ball game.
AJ.
Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Did he go?
Miranda tries to hold up, appeal to first, no swing. Into center and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-1.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Soto makes the grab on the run. Now a throw to first.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Buxton now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. That's in there. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So 1 hit is all they get. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Twins.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Twins.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
42.
Justin Topa. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Topa.
Hard hit, right side. Castro sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down. So here's the cleanup hitter,
Now
Mark
batting,
Vientos.
Third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Swing and a foul out of play. comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Movement in the bullpen. Brock Stewart up and loosening in the pen. Sands warming up as well. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3. 2 down, bases empty. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Outside, and the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground, out to short. Correa over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the Twins catcher. Minter back to work. Right through there for a strike. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. A.J. Minter won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Danny Young.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Throws to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Wallner stands in now and watches strike 1. And there's a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting.
So here's Bader now. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And that's in there for strike 1. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And that clips the inside corner.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Soto makes the grab, and the inning is over. So it's no runs. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cole Sands.
Now pitching.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And first offering is fouled off. And a base hit right there. And a good start to the inning. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Alvarez gets his lead at first with nobody out. That's towards center. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. First pitch misses. That one fouled off. Man at first, one away. Hit on the ground, might be two. Off balance feet, there's one. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs. And we're back.
Leading off for the Twins,
Edwin Diaz
the second
on to try and close it out.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Miranda in the box now, takes strike one. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
One ball.
In the dirt. Castro into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. The next offering misses. And that's ball two. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
In the air, left side. Nimmo has it sized up. And there's two down. The Twins down to their final out. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. Swing and a miss, 99. How do you do?
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
0-2.
Two-run game with two away here in the bottom of the ninth. And that's downstairs. And the count 1-2. Way outside, and it gets away. He's in there. Castro up to third on the wild pitch. One strike away. Into center. They score a run thanks to the infield single.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and
Vientos. On to first. Ball game. And the Mets make it 6 straight victories.
But with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.